Recording started.
And hello guys. So, first of all, hopefully the sound will be okay because I'm just gonna turn the music a little for the video maybe. Anyway, here we are for another MTGA arena video and yeah, hopefully this is gonna go right. I tried to record like some games some time ago, but obviously the recording curse that doesn't let me record anything at all. Most of the time. Hopefully this is not another one of them. So, we're playing Gixis control, and I don't know, I've been really enjoying this deck about the kill pressure that it has, having absolutely no creature. No, don't get baited by this number one, because this number one is terrible. But I don't even play her for the creature, I just play her for the artifact. The artifact that is absolutely broken. Unless the enemy gets rid of it, it just stays there, and at least one time per turn, the enemy has to lose something. If the enemy is not putting in like a lot of pressure and you just drop this on turn 4, it's most of the time GG. So yes, this is Gixis, but if you look well at it, it's almost like a splash about the other colors. So the colors that are like non-black are this one, those two for red, and the two counter spells plus a draw, and those two for the rest is mostly black. So I even believe there is like a possibility to be a mono black version of this. Kind of a little different from the boring version that there is like out there about like those 1-mana creatures. About like, what is this? I'm gonna filter this on creatures. Maybe, okay, about the Twitch and the Shambling Cast and the sacrificing stuff, which it's okay, it's consistent, that's why it is played, but I don't like it, it's just so boring. I prefer this. Those two cards in particular make this deck really viable, because you can just apply pressure while having an option to actually do something. And then I have Liliana, Professor Onyx, whatever. That can help me close the game, so you don't really want to focus on winning, even if this deck can completely change the turn of a fight or combat in general. There is also a lot of life gain with this deck. So 3 March, 2 Meathook, the Liliana can heal you from the passive, the Vampire from Sorin can heal you. This can actually give you some life, surprisingly. But don't really focus on that, it's just like a little sustain so you can hold on. Those two cards that, yes, I do hate creature lands, but it really helps this deck on winning. I wouldn't say that this deck is like really late game, but it can go quite late, and what is the really strong part about this deck is the damage that it can actually deal from the Invoke Despairs, from like the Devils, from the Burn on the House. It is surprisingly damaging, I'd say. And the lands just 7 damage like this, it's really huge. So let's go into the game. In the worst case I can just like exile the Invoke to make this deal more damage. This hand is okay. I've thought about playing with 25 lands, but I think 24 is okay about the card advantage that this deck has. Liliana, Sorin, Invoke Despair, the Maestros Charm, the Prismari, eventually the You'll Find the Villain's Lair, the Indulgence. It has a lot of card advantage if I need to take this to the late game. So, hopefully he won't be a boring person to play against. Well, he plays white and black, so he probably is gonna be. I think this deck deals really well with angel decks. Depends on how aggressive it is gonna be. Oh, this is not an angel, this is a life green deck. Right, so with this deck you really want to focus on having 2 black to blue, but most importantly, 2 blue to red, because of the Violence Lair and Burn on the House. I don't really want to use any of those, but yeah, because I want to play this. Let's see what it does. Game on life. When you gain life for the first time, each turn a counter on this. Right. So if it does play a cleric, I might get rid of this instead of playing the intelligence. Unless the creature that he plays is quite irrelevant. Right. Okay. I'm actually just going with this. Nice. I got another one. Let's see how it goes. What Mr. Yooo is gonna do. My arm is hurting like hell, I don't know. Lack of exercise, lack of magnesium. Don't know. I'm gonna get to life, and in the turn you can draw a card from this. Yep. I'll be fine with that actually. Okay. So I'm gonna draw. So I have one. Can discard away. Which I'm gonna do. No point on actually doing that. It's gonna be annoying if I draw Burn Down the House, but I kinda really need to get mana for this. But I can do this. And see what my opponent is gonna do. So you can actually do something for 2 white mana. What is it? I don't remember the name of the card. Like an instant white that costs 2. Creature you control gain indestructible. Or you can kill a creature with power 4 or more, or a toughness 4 or more. Yes, I'm gonna let this resolve. I'm gonna kill this, or at least make him use the card that he has. Okay. Hopefully it's not a buff spell. Something that makes this creature bigger. It would be really annoying for me. Oh! Protection from the color. Right. Interesting. So now I have a choice. This goes on black. I can kill this and save mana for this. Or I can just do this. I like actually doing this to immediately start applying pressure, because not only is gonna lose a creature, but this card is also gonna give me 2 cards. I understand about the thinking right there. Because if he sacrifices this, he's gonna keep the life gain. If he sacrifices life gain, he has no just like free way of buffing this. So 1, 0, 2, 5. I'm counting about the mana costs because of this card. Okay. I would have preferred having an AoE. But since I don't, it's okay. Black. I'm just gonna kill this. And I have to kill spell for this. So if I actually play one of those two, this card is gonna draw me 2 cards for free. Because I won't have to discard. I don't have 3 mana, right? Oh, no, definitely not. Or do I cancel it? I think cancel is better. Or not. Tough spot. So blue, red, black. Yes, and I have enough for this. But if I play this one, I cannot play that one because I only have 2 blue available. So I kinda have to kill this one. So now, yes, again, draw me 2 cards without having the payback of discarding one. Oh, Jesus. Right, wizards, right. So at this point I play this and I pass. If he does play a Planeswalker, it's okay. Depends on what he does. I think if he plays a LoL, it would be the best for me. Am I fine with this? How much is it gonna gain? 5 life. Still not enough for this to trigger, so yes, resolve. I think I just do this to draw 2 cards. I kinda need to. Oh, beautiful, even better. Can get rid of one in the land. Juicy. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I have 1 mana available. That is gonna serve for no purpose. But I'm going to life too, why not? The cool part about those 2 cards is that they interact so freaking well together. You play 3 devils that attacks and deal 3 damage. You sacrifice the devils, they take 3 from the devils and 3 more for this, so this card can deal 9 damage to face. Another one, oh my god. Okay, I got a land. So I'm gonna pass. I hope it just plays something with the mana that he has available so I can counter this. Here we go. I'm gonna counter it with this one. This one can allow me to counter more things, so it's fine. He's stuck on mana. Was stuck on mana. The moment I talk, he drops one. Right, so I guess I just hit him for 7. This way I'm also preventing him to trigger this. And I'm using absolutely no resources. So that's the good part about it, I can still keep those cards. In case it does something else. Okay, the second black, so now we can play a lot. Or even a Liliana. But I don't think people play Liliana these days. What are you? As lifing, as long as it has 5 or more counters. When, please let me read. Another non-token creature you control die, put a +1/+1 counter. If it was a cleric, you may draw a card. If you do, +1 life. Fine, actually. No problem at all. And this is, yes, this is a cleric, so it triggered with this. I guess I'm just gonna attack him with this. And this is safe, because it has Ward 3 and he only has 3 mana, so if he wants to play something against this, I'm totally fine. Yeah, it's just gonna get countered. This way I can also keep technically buffing this card, because he's gonna play more creatures, so more creatures to kill from this. So I'm totally fine. I can just basically pass and do nothing on my whole turn, just like damage him, which is okay, whatever. Okay, why not? And an Elspeth, which is quite annoying because I cannot kill her.
And I will.
Now I can! Tell me you put a creature on the field, please. Please, 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 please. This is gonna be... it comes with a token. Freak, I forgot about this. Jesus. But I am still fine with this, I guess. The shield counter is really annoying. How did he put a counter on this one? Anyway, I'm obviously gonna do this. 5 damage to everything.
Fall back.
I'm gonna gain some HP. He can actually draw the card. Jesus, I didn't really thought about this. But I guess it's okay. In the worst case I can just like pay 2 mana and give him a card to get rid of this. But I'm not that afraid of that card. he's gonna need 4 attacks just the way it is. But if I have the choice, I'll kill the land. Far more annoying to deal with. Okay, this... No, it does not have lifelink. Lifelink. It's good. At least for now. And I still forgot to check about the record. Oops. No problem. Yes, it is my turn. Oh, beautiful. There you go. Play like this. So just play with this one. Now 4 black mana. Okay, like this. Yes. And I got another one. There you go. I'm gonna pass, he's gonna try to attack with this, and I'm gonna exile it. There you go. In this case, unless it's the red one because it has an attacking effect, or the black one, you just wait for him to attack. Because this way he does not have 3 mana, with this one he only has 2 left. Those are like little things that can actually matter. So I can play this. This costs 6 mana, but technically it's 7 because I have to tap it to attack obviously. So 7 mana, 7 damage. It was actually good that I drew a land this turn, because now I can play one of those two, if he actually does. And next turn, I won. And if he plays just one card it's even better because I could just counter it. GG. It's like a little shame that I won because of like a stupid card, like a creature that is a land that cannot... Well, that's life. I don't think it was as stupid as Wizards didn't actually saw what they were doing, like giving really good removal and counter spells to aggressive decks. The Esper aggro, that is actually a control deck that can kill you even like most as fast as an aggro deck. It's so stupid. It's really consistent definitely, but so stupid. So stupid. I'm already gonna mulligan this hand also, sure. Like, yes, I do have the 3 types of land, but... do I actually do something with this hand? That's the question. I do nothing before turn 3. Like... I don't know, I guess I can keep this. Because I have this card. I am going first, which is annoying, but okay. If I draw a Tate Indulgence, I'm not gonna be able to read this card at first. Jesus. It's fine. Okay, Sir did nothing turn 1. Play this card because it enters untapped. It's probably gonna be the Boros, Aggro, Burn, whatever's. No, Jeskai. I actually do think this deck is really bad into Jeskai. Depending on the deck. Like, it's kind of control-y. It's so fucking annoying. It has life gain, AoE, damage, value, late game, early game survival. Technically on paper it does have everything. If it's the version with the Inata, it's... okay, I guess. I'm not gonna do this to get a card. Okay, beautiful. Again, black. It's far more important that I play around my Evoke Despairs. On top of all, on those kind of matchups, that value is everything. So he's gonna draw 2 cards, right? How is it called? Not that one. It can be a Reanimator deck too. I don't think I have a way to exile cards from the graveyard. No, I don't. Yep, it is indeed. So the counter spell is gonna be really powerful at this point. Yeah, I don't think it is like 3 or less mana cost for the... Now that I actually wouldn't mind facing an aggressive deck, it just tells me no. Go F yourself. Go do your things, come on, draw 2 more cards, fine, whatever. He didn't actually play the flashback card. Does he have something else? He can actually be running Indulgence because of the black. Now let's see. Vampire, Noble Demon, Slug Horror, Avatar, Phyrexian Horror. Actually, the creature doesn't have like similar types, so I don't think they are playing. I don't remember the name of that card. Like 6 mana, Fortel that brings back from the graveyard all creatures with the same type. Now, it's really risky to just drop a freaking Liliana. I was expecting him to do the mistake to actually play something before the end of my turn so I could put Liliana right now. If he has Jawari, I'm gonna be crying, and I don't want to be crying because it's bad. And is even Liliana that good right there? Not really sure. I am not trying counter spells. I need to be trying counter spells. I want those cards. Those two. Even as a control deck, I think this one doesn't have that many counter spells, but those expansions, like the counter spells are so limited. There is like nothing like really versatile or good enough to just be played just like this. It's not even like not being that good, but the meta is so reliant on surviving or being an aggressive deck. From like the green-white enchantments, the Boros Burn, the mono whites, the mono blacks, control, that actually are kind of like mid-range, I'd say, decks. Mono red, I've also seen some. Let's see what my opponent does. Nothing. So I'm gonna kill this and draw 2 cards. That's also the bad part of asking for so much black. I cannot play anything else this turn. Now I have to discard 2 cards. Do I do it like this? Yes, I think yes. I'm not sure if he's gonna actually play creatures, but this can also counter planeswalkers, so I keep to it. But about this I think it's for sure. Invoke Despair would be really handy now. Still has mana open. The land could be nice, because at least I wouldn't get Jawaried, and it would force him into playing like another type of counterspell. Which this, by the looks of it, and just by being there for the whole ready to wall game, kinda looks like a side coming. This card might help him by discarding things. But I think I actually still do it, because this card can actually discard 2 and get 2 more. And if he only has 1 card at the maximum, he's gonna have to discard it. So I don't think this is that bad. But first I'm gonna pass after combat, just as if it does something. If he would actually spend the rest of his mana, I would play Liliana. But he didn't. Side coming. At least my Liliana is not gonna get it. Oh ho. Okay. Interesting, how much white mana does he have? So 1, 2. Okay. That's kinda expected. That he has a lot of removal in his hand. Velomach and Graveyard Shift. Okay. It's important to count how much white mana does he have, because he can play the invoke. I don't know the name of the white invoke, like the 5 mana and 4 white specific sorcery that can bring a permanent from the graveyard to the battlefield. Now, at least for now, I'm kinda chill because I only have 2. Return target creature field, okay. So I am quite fine with this. So, he still has 2 mana, Jesus, you're annoying. Artifact instant sorcery, okay. Yes. If he does have a counter spell, I'm gonna be crying, actually, because I really want to do this sacrifice to make him sacrifice that. I'm gonna do this because of Jin. And see if there is a pause. There isn't, but I'm not sure if there isn't because of Jin itself or because he has a counter spell. It doesn't, so bye bye Jin, and I got the card for this. Still no lands. I actually want to have at least 1 more land, just to be sure. There wasn't any Jawari, or else he would have done it on my Invoke. The counter spell he had was actually I saw it coming. Wait, it wasn't. Oh no, it was this! Oh. Okay, he brings back the Lamakas. He's gonna play something, hopefully it's not the... Oh god, it's stealing. And this annoying card is back. Yay. I can actually just drop Liliana. She's gonna buy me some time. And if he actually doesn't kill her, it's gonna be even better for me. Sacrifice something, though. Wait.
Even you can master death.
So 2 return, 1, 2 shifts to return. So he has at least 4 more bring back from the graveyard. Not counting if he's playing the white card. Oh Jesus, he has another one. Bye bye Liliana, I guess. Okay, I'm fine with this. You should have attack phase, by the way. Because of exactly the situation. You could have done 2, my Liliana. She would die. Create a treasure, draw 2, discard 2. Oh my god. I actually need a burn on the house, or I'm quite dead. I saw something. Whoa. He can die from drawing too many cards, by the way.
Guess you don't need my help.
Of course I wouldn't actually draw something. So, this time I'm not gonna help you. I'm gonna do the same thing, pay 0, confirm 0, submit 0 of course. Yes. And I'm gonna play Invoke. I kinda have to kill Jin. I am 1 mana off to play both of those. It's so bad that I didn't draw that many lands before. Talking about drawing, I'm gonna draw 2 cards. I wish I didn't play this land. I'm actually dumb. Actually so dumb. I didn't really thought about drawing up. Okay, yeah. Cannot do anything. I would have to draw like both an untapped red land and a burn on the house, and it wouldn't even be enough because Gin would just counter it. This deck is annoying. I actually kept that hand because it was okay, good against aggro, but now that I'm not facing aggro, like it's kind of always what when I plans hands, opening hands about like something in specific. That something never happens, of course. Even if I play like the whole day against an aggressive deck, the moment I'm gonna keep a good one that a good hand that is gonna be good against aggressive decks, I'm gonna be playing against something else. That deck was so freaking annoying, it's unbelievable. This deck doesn't really have exile graveyard effects. So, do you keep this? Absolutely never. Only 2 lands and they are not even that good. If, like this one, would actually be the Xander's Launch, it would be okay, but like this, I don't think it's that good. I would need at least another black mana to keep this hand, because of those 2 cards. Okay, looks better. Keep this, obviously throw out this. Beautiful. This hand is really good. And he didn't play anything for the first 2 turns. Wow. Since I'm not gonna play anything, I can just play the stepped. Just for the wait and see about those. And he is stuck on land. Hoo hoo. Thank you, YouTube. Not my problem. Black. I'm gonna keep this one because I need 4 black. This one is gonna give me the 4th black. But I also need a double red in case I need to play the burn now. Okay, so that's actually really good. So I can show you what happened if, ooh la la, I have both the 4th black and the red mana. If you play a Tigrid's Lantern turn 4, the opponent is gonna be under so much pressure about I really have to win really early or get rid of this. I don't know if he really does have a chance. Unless he actually kills the Lantern. Another annoying discard deck, hehe. So if I actually draw land, I can drop Liliana. So that for now, I'm just gonna pass. Again, for those who don't know what the Lantern does, you tap this, you target a player. Yes, you can also tap yourself if you want to discard a card. So that player loses 3 life unless they sacrifice a non-land permanent they control or discard a card. So in this case, I kinda helped him. But it's okay. I'm still pressuring him. 3 faithful minions. So I want to get as many triggers as this as possible, so I am not gonna play this to be kinda almost sure to hit the 5th land from the look the top 5, but one of them in your hand and the rest into your graveyard, and he has actually 4 faithful bettings. I'm actually gonna untap this to get another trigger from it. Worst case, he loses 3 health. Good case, he actually loses a card in hand, so I'm fine with this. I'm actually forcing him to actually do something. Oh, boom! Lose 6 life and make me draw life. Really good. So, I'm gonna play this land. And I'm gonna pass. Because like this, in the worst case, if I draw an untap land, I can attack with this. And in case I'm drawing like land after land after land, I can always just cycle this. That's one of the reasons why those cards are so good. Not only they have like basic land types, but you can also cycle them. If I would be him, I think I would just tap this to draw a land, and then we would see what I would discard. But he rather leaves his mana on. For some reason it must... right. So again, I am on 6 land. I don't want to play Liliana because if he has a Jawari Disruption... I think it's Disruption, not sure. The counter spell that your opponent can pay 1 and negate the effect. I'm gonna be crying, that's why. Playing Invoke Despair is awful because I'm gonna overdraw a lot. So this is the kind of situations where you can just create 3 temples. There is indeed a pause, it can perfectly come from this. By doing this, I'm putting a clock on his head. Fuck, that's annoying actually. Sure, go ahead. And now it's the annoying part about Test of Talents. That is a card that I really enjoy. But that's the annoying part about this card. Just have to wait until you're opened. He's like, he's playing this. Most of the time people don't even know how to play with the info from this card. I almost forgot to drop the land. Don't forget to drink water, guys. So I think 3 games for YouTube it's fine. There you go. One more trigger. He only has 2 cards in hand, but he has 1 on Foretold, sorry, and 5 mana open. I really don't know what do I actually want to do. I can just hope that that card is not saw it coming, or I can just wait and tap this twice a turn. But I can just do this. It cannot get Jawari because I can pay 1 land, so it's kinda fine. Okay, still has 3 mana open. So he can actually play counter spell. He kept 1, so it's probably gonna get countered. This guy's annoying, but that's blue, and I cannot complain myself. Blue is an okay satisfying color to play. Don't tell me actually plays the 1 mana counter on creature and give to creatures. Would be quite annoying there. So I'm gonna get a card. Land, why not? So I can play this.
Never thought I'd miss the library.
End of turn. I don't really want another Liliana or a Master's Charm. This is basically not gonna do anything. Even if I do have kind of a kill pressure, because the Maestros Charm deals 3 damage plus 2 from the Liliana, so I would actually kill if I would hit 2 times with the Charm. I'm gonna show the card like this if you want to pause. There you go, one more trigger. See what you want to do. There's gonna be a point where he has to get rid of a lot of things that he has in hand, in the field, just to stay alive. And when that's the case, most of the time, it's like when you play Monopoly and you have to sell everything you have to keep playing, you're basically still dead. Let's see what I'm gonna get. Start with the Liliana, because if I play another card, and he actually can, like, answer and do something to my Liliana, which I don't really want to. This card is fluffy. I like it.
There has to be an
So
answer
I'm
here.
gonna do 2 damage to his face and destroy the artifact. And see what it does. I have 5 mana. Can play 2 cards in hand. Depending on what he does, I'll see what do I do after by myself. So it's for sure that he's gonna lose 2 HP. Did I play the land? No. I'm gonna play you. Instant or sorcery. So no point on playing this. I don't really want to play Invoke because of Jawari. If he actually tap his land, tap it, like the mana that he has, I can kill him. Beautiful. Gonna let this resolve. And I'm gonna deal 3 to his face,
But I'm going to.
plus 2 more from Liliana, and I am gonna play this. Why not? And is that because of the Maestros Charm? Sure, go ahead. Create your token. GG, well played. And look at my HP, by the way. Boom. Yes, I trolled a little in the end. But, oh, you even saw me go to Platinum. Well, I am just Platinum because it's just so demotivating to play a game that forces you to actually don't play the way you want. Like, playing control is really hard on this meta because aggressive decks and they have too many good counters on the control matchups, so it's, I'm not gonna say unplayable, but really hard. I don't care about Baldur Gate, but opening the boosters is gonna give me cards, like those second and one cards. About this, so it's totally fine. That's why I Mastery Pass. So, guys, I hope you liked this video. Well, I hope you found the deck interesting, and maybe stop playing annoying decks, meta decks, like blah blah whatever. And you see the potential about using your creativity on this game. It's kind of punishing on Magic right now to play the kind of deck that is not meta. But if you can find something that you feel comfortable with and pull it out, just go for it. Anyway, guys, I'll tell you. See you for the next video. Stay the way you are. You're amazing. Ciao, ciao. The recording program doesn't want to end. Please? Maybe.